Hello, you're watching Kel67 Gaming, and this isn't one of our regular video uploads that we do every month. This is something a little bit special, because we did something a little bit special, didn't we?
Yes, we actually went to Ryton for Ryton Retro 5 WrestleFest.
We did. So as we mentioned in our last video, we were going to Ryton Retro, and we did. Actually, we had a bit of a day of it. We didn't just go to Ryton, did we?
No.
We went a few places afterwards, which I'm sure we'll talk about afterwards. But this has been put off. We originally bought the tickets for this back in 2019, so pre-pandemic, but obviously
Kind of.
the world fell apart, didn't it?
Yeah.
So you've been waiting for this for quite some time.
Yeah.
Was it alright to be back then?
It definitely feels a bit weird actually being able to go out and do things.
Well, this isn't the first time that we've been there, because we went to Nerd last year.
Yeah. But it's. I think it still feels a bit weird because obviously, having not been to one for quite a while, obviously, before we went to Nerd, it does feel a bit weird getting out and being able to do these things. But it was still really good.
No. It was really good. Well, I think it was really good. But you can be the judge of that, because we did take a little bit of footage while we were there. So we'll have a look at that now. So you can see in the background there, this is WrestleFest that we're at. So they had Royal Rumble 91 on. We'll have a little look around the Wrestle Room. We've got Genesis there, a Saturn, an NES. Is that Super NES that you're on?
Yes, that was the SNES that I was on.
Yes. Oh, look, there's the GameCube that I kicked your arse at Day Reckoning on. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. It kind of went a bit back and forth at times, but...
There's a little bit of old nostalgia here with all the old wrestling figures and such. Like, and what's that? Oh, it's James Hellwig. What are you playing here then?
Well, this is Guardians of the Galaxy Pinball.
You played this a lot.
Yeah, I do quite like my pinball machines, I'll be honest. So,
You always have a go when you get a chance.
yeah, I definitely do.
And here we are with a MAME cabinet, obviously Marvel Superhero branded, but this is you playing Turtles.
Yeah.
This is the original Turtles arcade game, isn't it?
I believe so.
So you're after the Cowabunga collection. Well, I don't know if that's a yes or no. We've got Super Mario Brothers Pinball here. You had to go this too.
Yeah, there was a few pinball cabinets there, but
They're called tables.
Tables. So I thought I might as well have a go of them, so take advantage of my time there.
Now, which one? Is this Super WrestleMania on the Mega Drive?
I can't remember, but definitely.
I know what this is. This is Tony Hawk's 2 on the PS1 with the little built-in screen there. I don't like such tiny screens, but there you go.
Well, it was for a bit more
And this is what was hanging about. So you can see a Spectrum Plus 2. I had one of them back in the day. I had one of those boxes back in the day for my Atari 2600. And this is something that I'd never seen before. A 464 Plus, the Amstrad, which plays GX 4000 cartridges. And I assume fixes the problem with Robocop where it's press space to start that the GX 4000 can't deal with. So what's that? Well, I can see Broken Sword. That's not supposed to be there, though, is it?
No, this was, well, because obviously with there being a Switch, there'd be multiple games on it, but this was meant to be, you could play each of the Streets of Rages.
So I had all 4 Streets of Rage games set up side by side, 3 on Mega Drives and 1 on the Switch, but somebody obviously changed the game. Broken Sword on the 4th one. See a little thing, that was a little prize giving that was about. And you did change the Switch back to
Streets of Rage 4. Yes,
Right.
I did.
We never actually completed this game. We did play it But I think we played most of that.
We played a decent amount of it, but we just never finished it off, really.
It's actually the only Streets of Rage that we haven't played through it together.
No.
And here we go with Manic Miner. And you can see this is on the Amstrad CPC 464. You were pretty bad at this, but after we took this footage, I showed you how to do the first level. And once you knew what you were doing, you actually blitzed the second level, didn't you?
Yeah. So, yeah. Bit of a learning bit, isn't it? But get there eventually.
You see here that you screw yourself here because you take away that thing that you need. This is the 464 Plus, which I might actually look into getting one. If you need the monitor, I can imagine it'll be just too expensive to bother with, but I like the idea of it being a GX 4000, but with all the keyboard and that. You can see it's playing Burning Rubber, which was the pack-in title for the GX 4000.
Yeah, well.
But it plays well enough here on the 464 Plus. And what we got here. So this is in one of the console rooms. It'll be you playing. There you are.
Yeah.
What are you playing?
This is Mortal Kombat.
It's Mortal Kombat 2 actually,
Yeah.
on the Mega Drive.
But
On the 3-button Mega Drive, which is not great, I have to say.
yeah, well,
You really need the 6-button controller for it.
played alright, but it's been a while since I've played Mortal Kombat, so
And then you shifted over onto the N64.
play a bit of Super Mario 64.
Can I ask a serious question here? Why do we travel miles to play games that you've got in the house?
I don't know. Why are you asking me that? I just like playing games, so...
Right, what we're going on here. This is a Miss Pac-Man arcade machine.
Yeah.
Um,
Got a bit caught up there in,
you did.
in the
It's
corner.
another game that I'm much better than you at. Because I played it back in the day, I kind of know what I'm doing with it. But you're doing alright, I guess. And this is another MAME machine, branded with Cobra Kai. And is that Mortal Kombat 2 again?
Yeah, it is.
You like Mortal Kombat 2?
I just like Mortal Kombat in general, I'll be honest. So... But, no. It's just always good to play what's get a good feel for everything that there was on offer, so...
And we have another one of these main machines. This thing you're playing Tekken 3.
Yeah.
You're playing as King here, yeah?
Yes.
So obviously the only reason that you're beating Xiao Yu is because it's not me. I'd be flower punching your arse all over at this point, would I not?
Yeah, it depends, really.
Don't give me any of that. Flower punches and somersaults, and I'd have you well beaten by now. Although the button layout looks a bit iffy.
Well, I kind of felt that playing it, but I guess you can get a grips with it if you played enough of it.
And an Avengers Pinball too.
Yeah, this one.
Although this one, I'll be honest with you, it looks like a Hulk pinball. It says Avengers on it, but everything's green.
Yeah, I think it's based more towards Hulk, but it's got like aspects of the Avengers on it. So.
It's got like the Tesseract in the middle and all that sort of stuff. And this one will be the Mandalorian.
Yes.
You do like your pinballs?
I really do.
It's a shame that pinballs aren't quite so easy to collect as video games. But this one looks quite a modern one. Oh, now this is a game. This was on the NES. This is Super Mario 3.
Yep.
And you're not brilliant at it, I have to say. And here you take away your platforms. I remember you doing this. It's like, Aiden, why are you taking away your platforms? Did you not know that under one of those bricks was the power?
No, because I've never played this Super Mario Bros. 3. And do you know that?
So Dick Tracy as well on the Master System.
Yeah.
What was this like? Is that any good? 'Cause I think we've got it somewhere.
I mean, it was alright, but I just had to get a grip with the controls of it first because it, once again, a game that I haven't really played much of, if at all. So
Yeah, that's fair. And this you can't really see too well because we're trying to capture a CRT and it's all flickering, but this is Halo 1 on a big CRT.
Yeah,
on the original.
surprisingly, I think one of the only Halos which I haven't played from the main series. So
See, I've played it on the Master Chief Collection.
we see, I haven't.
And you always love a light gun game.
I really do, especially Time Crisis.
The Time Crisis 1 and the PS1.
Yeah.
You did alright, yeah.
Yeah, once I realised that you have to press the button to pop up, because I'm so used to playing Time Crises on like arcade cabinets and that way, just pressing the pedal and everything.
But there wasn't a pedal.
Yeah, and I get that, so I thought, nah. But I got a grips eventually after figuring it out, and as I say, decently alright at it.
And a Donkey Kong arcade machine as well.
Well, might as well.
And I see you've learned from watching me when you play Donkey Kong that you don't grab the hammers.
Well, there's no
Because it
point,
just
is
slows you up.
Yeah, there's no real point, is there? So, why grab them if it's just going to slow you down, is it?
Although you do like to live dangerously on the ladders. You do know that the barrels can come down ladders too.
I know.
And this is not alright, and this is when Namco Funscape on the way back.
Yeah.
So this is, it's not particularly well captured, but this is the massive
Tomb
Tomb Raider light gun game.
Yeah.
Obviously you played Time Crisis, so you like light gun games, and I thought we'll go to Namco. And this is Halo Fireteam Raven, another light gun game.
But one that I hadn't seen.
A light cannon game actually, because
Yeah.
it's on a...
One that I actually hadn't seen before, and I do like a bit of Halo, so thought I might as well try it, and it's actually quite good.
Yeah, you can see they'll continue. It was a bit of a pound coin muncher, this one, wasn't it?
Yeah, obviously it's got that difficulty, but most arcade games do, don't they?
So we did have quite a good day there. We did spend a good amount of time writing, but we also, as you saw there, went to Namco Funscape on the way back. We also took in Gateshead and Newcastle City Centre.
Yeah.
So well, no, quite an eventful day.
Yeah, quite a good day out as well. So
what did you like playing? What did you not like playing?
well, I think it's quite clear that I quite like playing the pinball machines. So
That Guardian of the Galaxy one was pretty good. I've played that a couple of times as well.
yeah,
That was alright.
probably my favourite out of the four of them.
I'm quite intrigued with the 464 Plus as well, the Amstrad.
Yeah, it's quite good.
I'm going to have to look into seeing if we can get one in. Because I've always fancied the GX4000, but that looks like better than the GX4000 because it's got the keyboard and everything that plays all the stuff that it's supposed to play. So it might be worth having a look at them. But if it does need the monitor, I think that kind of makes it not worthwhile because it'll just cost too much. And the monitor was tiny. I'd rather be playing it on a. I mean, even with the retro stuff, we put them on big screens, don't they?
Yeah.
So there's that.
I also quite liked playing, obviously, Tony Hawk's Pro Skaters. Obviously, one of the games where even if you played it a lot, it's still quite fun to obviously go back and play it.
Oh, so, Pro Skater 2 is brilliant.
Yeah. So obviously, gotta be one of the ones which I really enjoy playing. I obviously really enjoy playing Streets of Rage as well, both 3 and 4, which I did play. So
it's quite a strange thing now because it used to be we went to these things and saw games that we wanted to buy, but now we go there and play games that we've already got.
Even played 3 times, but they're still fun to go back and play.
Yeah.
So
it would cost a lot less if you just played them in the house.
Yeah, but it's something to do, isn't it? Something to go out and do. So.
Aye. But anyway, it wasn't just all about playing games. There was things. We didn't get much in the way of games when we were actually at Ryton, but as I said, we did go. Went to the Metro Centre for Namco Funscape. We also went Gateshead and we went Newcastle while we were having a day of it. So we did pick up some things. Some we picked up at Ryton, some we picked up afterwards when we were running about the northeast.
Yeah.
Shall we have a little look and see what we got?
Yeah, sure.
Who's starting?
You can start.
Well, the first thing that I got, because I thought this was absolutely brilliant, was I got an Nes Cap with a nice metal plate controller on the front. I don't wear caps a lot, but I might wear this one because it just looks brilliant.
Yeah, it does.
It looks absolutely the mutts nuts.
Next up, something else I got Ryan was a Last of Us poster. Obviously,
It's still sealed.
still sealed up, but we'll eventually obviously get unsealed.
It's the cover art for the game.
It's the PS3 box art, if I remember correctly.
So we'll have to get your room sorted out properly so we can get that done proper. The other thing I got at Ryton for myself was I got a nice Ringer T-shirt. Now the label says Mega Drive, but the front says Master System. I love this T-shirt.
Yeah, I actually quite like it as well.
I think it's absolutely awesome. Just the Master System controller on there, and a nice ringer. I'll wear that lots and lots.
I also got a T-shirt myself. This one being a little PlayStation T-shirt.
Japanese PlayStation launch T-shirt. So it's got the 94 on there, is it?
Yes, it does, and it's a nice red T-shirt as well. So quite look forward to actually wearing that. So.
See, I'm on the stuff that we got after. I think you've still got a few things that you got out right.
Yeah.
But we did go again. That I was convinced that we had it in the collection for the longest time. We did have it digitally, but didn't have it physically. So we did finally pick up Heavenly Sword on PS3. Obviously, a PS3 exclusive title. We'll play that.
Probably.
I'm sure we'll play that. Why would we not? It's got to be. Apparently, it's quite a good game. I haven't actually played it all the way through. It's got a lot of doing this with the controller and stuff because it was when they were still pushing the whole 6-axis thing on it.
Going back to something that got writing, with it being WrestleFest, and that was obviously quite a bit to do with wrestling on sale. So I did pick myself up a Darby Allin All Elite Wrestling Unmatched Collection figure. This is obviously contains his skateboard, the TNT Championship, because this was made during his reign with it, as well as his entrance jacket and his chain that he wears to the ring. And on the back you can see the little image from when he was at full gear, and obviously the others that are in the series.
There's a page after that.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant pickup, and I can't take any credit for this because it was Aiden that actually spotted. Believe it or not, this was how much?
It was £2
on the PS3, the HD remaster of Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. Two absolutely unbelievably brilliant games.
Technically £1 each.
Technically £1 each, aye. Again, we had them digitally, but for £2,
You can't pass that.
absolutely no way that was not getting picked up.
Next up is another wrestling figure, obviously, with the being WrestleFest. This is a Keith Lee figure.
I thought that was Bob Bearcat.
No, this was back when he was in NXT and was still able to be called Keith Lee.
Alright. Okay.
So, yeah, he's got obviously his entrance jacket and that, and he's actually got his proper attire.
So this is another AEW one that you've got.
Yeah.
Aye, thought so. And another game that we had digitally but we never had physically, and it's just that it's getting time to pick these things up because
they're going quite down in price.
The price is good on them at the moment. This is Ryze Son of Rome on the Xbox One. You actually really liked this game.
Yeah.
I think it got slated when it came out.
I actually quite enjoyed it. Brief bit of time with it.
Yeah, pretty decent game. I thought it looked good. The little bit that I played, I thought I played okay. Not really my kind of game, but you loved it, and it was an exclusive. I think it was a launch title too.
Yeah, I think it was.
So,
I think because there was a day one edition version where it was like a grey background with the character on it.
well, happy I had that one in the collection anyway.
Next up, and this is the final wrestling figure. This is a William Regal, which I think I technically did get them for £1 as well. So
You got it
Yeah.
in a raffle tumble.
it was
I
one
think,
of those
didn't
things where you get.
you? And another AEW one.
Well, a recent AEW signing, isn't it?
Got that. I got picked up a DVD. We don't really pick up DVDs much because why would you with Netflix and Amazon Prime and whatever else we've got? But I'd never seen this, and I'll give it a go. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely shite. But it says Double Dragon. It says Volume 1, so I'm guessing that there's more of them. I mean, the cartoons on it, if that's what it's like, I mean, it looks proper poor. But it's Double Dragon, so we'll give it a go. We'll see what happens.
Next up is the last thing that we got from Ryton. This is a little set of Mario pins, well, badges or whatever. It's just an assortment of different ones. So you've got the likes of some of the cover arts from like Super Mario Galaxy, you've got Paper Mario's, and you've the DS title, as well as just some images of Mario with like the fire power up and everything.
Totally unofficial.
Yeah.
I did manage to see my way clear to paying some Nintendo tax as well. And I got a game for the GameCube here. One that I'd actually never seen before. I've never heard of it. I assume that it's an exclusive to the GameCube.
Well, I'm not sure because it doesn't say only for the GameCube in the box art.
It doesn't, but I've never seen it. Someone will definitely correct us if I'm wrong. But this one is Driven. It really looks alright. These screenshots on the back look pretty good, so I'm sure that it's going to be a pretty decent game. I don't know if I don't think we've got a race game on the GameCube.
Well, it says it's inspired by a movie as well.
Is that?
Yeah.
Inspired by Sylvester Stallone's hit movie Driven. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
If anyone's heard of that, then obviously you're a bigger movie fan than me. But it looks interesting. It's a racing game. We'll see what it's like.
Next up is so another thing that would obviously, as we've said, we don't really collect them or show them, which is DVDs and that. But this one is the movie collection of Jackass.
This was you.
Yes,
You
this
lot-
was me.
you-
I've seen it. It was cheap. I think it was £1.
That's for all four movies.
For I think it's missing 3.5, but I think this time it wasn't out.
Right.
So it does contain 1, 2, 2.5, and 3.
See,
And for £1 you can't pass
you're
it
just
up.
discovering Jackass now. You're not sick of it like a lot of us older people are.
No, but you can't go wrong for £1, can you really?
Last game that I've got to show, and it's another GameCube title, and this one definitely says only for, and this one is the Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Other Final Fantasy games, apparently you can link up your SPs to this as well, so
We've got an SP, haven't we?
we have. I don't know if we need another game to link up with it, but we'll have a look and see.
We'll see.
If we need another game, then I guess I have to go out and get one. But I do love Final Fantasy. I've never seen any gameplay or anything of this game.
No, never.
Didn't really know that it existed. So I'll give it a go and see what it's like.
Next up, and the last pickup that we had over our day out, this is Mafia 3 for the Xbox One. A game which I completed, I believe, on the PlayStation 4. And whereas it's
another one we had digitally.
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's a game that would obviously add digitally, I think, because it went on probably PS Plus or something. And I did actually really enjoy my time playing through it. But it was obviously a game we didn't have physically, and it was at a good price. So really just had to pick it up, didn't we?
So that was it. A good day was had by all, I think. But we'll go back to the normal routine for a couple of months anyway. I think the Northeast Retro Gaming at Gateshead Stadium is back this year. It's certainly advertised as being back, and they've got a date. So
Let's hope that doesn't change, shall we?
hopefully we'll be able to get to go to that one as well. But that's obviously for the future, as is all our videos to come.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, if you haven't already,
Go so like, share and subscribe and turn the notification bell so you're notified and when we upload, and we will see you in the next video.